Lewis Hamilton has driven alongside 5 permanent partners in his F1 career. Lewis Hamilton is set to be joined at Mercedes by George Russell for the 2022 season, with the 23-year-old Brit poised to make an eagerly anticipated step up from Williams. The youngster himself has stressed the importance of cooperation this year as constructors attempt to navigate new regulations, but many are still keen to see how Russell will stack up against the 7-time world champion. With this in mind, Express Sport looks back at how all 5 of Hamilton's former teammates fared in their first year of partnership. Fernando Alonso, 2007 to 2008. Hamilton was a sensation in his rookie year, being brought in alongside reigning double world champion Alonso to complete McLaren's brand new driver lineup. The Stevenage-born star put up quite a fight, finishing level on points with the Spaniard and just one behind title winner Kimi Raikkonen. There may have been a tinge of disappointment, however, having held the lead over both Alonso and Raikkonen going into the season finale, but Hamilton could only muster a 7th-place finish in Brazil. Although both drivers came within touching distance of the title, their year-long partnership was not without tension, particularly in Hungary when Alonso received a 5-place grid penalty for preventing Hamilton from leaving the pits in time to complete his final qualifying lap. The Spaniard's contract was terminated by mutual consent in November. Heikki Kovalainen, 2008 to 2010. With Alonso returning to Renault, the Finn came in with much less pedigree, and ultimately proved much less of a threat. As Hamilton stormed to his first world title thanks to a dramatic season finale in Brazil which saw him pass Timo Glock after a strategic mishap, Kovalainen finished way down the drivers' standings in 7th. When looking back on the season, the Brit achieved 5 victories in 2008 to Kovalainen's single triumph in Hungary, which eventually proved to be the only win of his career. Nevertheless, it was enough for the former Renault driver to maintain his spot for the following season. Jenson Button, 2010 to 2013. Having arrived at McLaren off the back of a sensational world title-winning year with Brawn, Button got off to a flyer, tasting victory twice before Hamilton got off the mark himself. As it turned out, however, they were the only 2 wins Button would achieve all season, with Hamilton eventually clawing his way back to 3, finishing 26 points ahead of his teammate in the process. Although the pair finished in 4th and 5th in the individual standings, title winner Sebastian Vettel was by no means out of sight, and as a partnership they achieved McLaren's first 1-2 in 3 years at the Chinese Grand Prix before going on to repeat the feat in Turkey. Button would outscore Hamilton the following year, but during a period of Red Bull dominance, neither driver would claim the title during their 3-year stint. Nico Rosberg, 2013 to 2017. Having been persuaded by F1 legend Niki Lauda to make the switch from McLaren to Mercedes, Hamilton and Rosberg formed one of the sport's great rivalries. It did not take long for tensions to heat up, with Hamilton claiming his first podium for the Silver Arrows in Malaysia, although Rosberg was prevented from fighting for the spot by team orders. While the Brit pipped his teammate by 18 points, Rosberg outqualified Hamilton on 8 occasions and finished the season with a favourable record of 2 victories to 1. In 2013, the duo finished well behind runaway leader Sebastian Vettel, but they would go on to dominate in the following 3 years with Hamilton winning 2 world titles to Rosberg's 1. Valtteri Bottas, 2017 to 2021. Hamilton's second Finnish teammate got off to an impressive start in 2017, achieving a podium first time out at the Australian Grand Prix. Bottas was rarely too far behind Hamilton during the course of the year, finishing the season with a 58-point gap which would prove to be their closest margin in any of their 5 seasons of partnership. The Brit eventually won the title, followed by Vettel before Bottas came in third, and although the points deficit was relatively small, Hamilton still outdid his teammate at a rate of 9 wins to 3. With the 32-year-old now off to Alfa Romeo, it is over to Russell as the world watches on to see how he will fare compared to the 5 competitors that have gone before him.